This is my arrangement of Amazing Grace using a guitar looper pedal, and the pedal I'm using here is RC300 Loopstation by Boss. As you can see, it's got 3 separate tracks, and composing 2 loops is a little bit different kind of idea. What I had to do is actually made a color-coded chart. Maybe I'm just a little retarded or something when it comes to this stuff, but it was too hard to figure out. I mean, playing it was the easy part. Doing all this made it a lot harder. And then on top of that, I'm also changing guitar channels on the guitar amp from clean to dirty. So there's another set of pedal pushes there. Sometimes I have 3 at once to do. And even on top of that, there was one place where I ended up wanting to change the pickup selector at the same time, so it made it really confusing. Anyway, finally figured it out, and here it is, Amazing Grace, and I've also cut a camera in so you can see what I'm actually doing on the looper pedal. So now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail for those of you that are interested in loopers and how they work specifically. If you're wondering, you know, what kind of features you actually need to be able to put together arrangements and have control over those arrangements. It was hard for me when I first was looking into getting one of these because I couldn't tell exactly how they actually worked and what features I would need to be able to pull off the kind of arrangements and the kind of flexibility I wanted. So I'll give you kind of a rundown of specifically what I did here. First of all, like I said before, it's got 3 tracks, and you've got a play or a record play button, which is a single button, and then a stop button. So you got 2 buttons, two foot switches on each track. Now the record play button is a toggle that goes between recording and playback, and what that means, when you hit record, the thing starts playing. It starts recording a loop, and you can program a specific channel, like how many measures you want it to go and tell it what tempo and all that. So it'll record through that length. Now what I did is I set up an 8-bar phrase length, and at the end of 8 bars it will automatically loop and play back the last 8 bars that I played, and it'll stay in record mode so that the next 8 bars of what I'm playing over it will also be recorded. Now they call that overdub, but really it's the same thing. It's still recording, and every time it records the next loop, it'll add it and it'll play back all those loops if you don't do anything. However, if you hit that button again, it sends it into play mode. It stops recording, but it'll just keep playing back what's in the loop already. And so if I hit record mode, now it's recording, and after 8 bars it's automatically going to light up the play button, and you're going to see in just a minute. So now it's playing back what I just recorded, which of course in this case is silence, but it would be playing back if I had played anything into it. Okay, and now as a result of that, you can see up here that the status is that there's something recorded here on track 1. If you hit the stop button and hold it for 2 seconds, it flashes and then it disappears. Now I've erased it. So at the beginning of this piece, well, not the very beginning, but I mean when I kicked on the pedal, first I recorded a chord progression, and then it went into overdub mode. The second time around I played this chucking thing, you know, kind of a rhythmic thing on top of it, and it added those 2 parts together. Then the next time around it comes up for the melody, and what I did there is I wanted to record the melody because I also want to add a harmony, but I don't want that melody to be on the same track as the rhythm, because I also later in the arrangement want to get rid of that melody and play something different, a solo over the chord progression, and I don't want the melody in there. So that next pass, what I did is I recorded that one on track 2. So I hit the record on track 2, and when you hit record on a different track, it automatically sends the first one into play mode, so it's not still recording there also. It's smart enough to make that transition for you, so you don't have to hit 2 pedals at the same time. So I started the melody and recorded that on track 2. And then on the next time around, I'm going to play a harmony. So I have to hit that record play button again to not record my harmony, because I don't want that recorded. I just want it to go into play mode on track 2. And then you're hearing the melody and I'm playing the harmony, so they're both together, but it's not recording the harmony. Then the next time around I hit stop on track 2, but I continue to let track 1 run, and now I pull the melody out and now I can play a solo. Next I come back to adding, I want to stack up my rhythm further. So then I come back and I hit the record play button on track 1 again, and it goes back into overdub mode. Then I can add another rhythm line, and when I'm done with that one, then I want to add the sweep picking part, melody version that's on the neck pickup. And in order to do that, I need to hit that pedal again to turn it off so it doesn't record my solo, but because I want to use that built-up rhythm track later in the arrangement. So after that, then I want to completely kill that whole track 1 and start 3 at the same time. So this is where it gets tricky. You have to hit two pedals at the same time. I actually have to start track 3 and stop track 1. And so I had to memorize a little, you know, right-left pattern. It's a breakdown, so I have to change to a clean channel. So I hit the clean channel on the amp, and then right-left on the pedal board, and that starts my new breakdown section, which I'm going to build up with overdubs, over and over and over, and I build up like what, 8 of them or something, and then it goes into the solo at the end. And to do that, I hit to turn on and recall my original track 1, and then I hit stop on track 3. So that's a left-right move, or basically both at the same time, more or less. So anyway, that's basically it. And then of course at the end, the all stop button is on the upper left, and that's something I've been able to do with it. There are also, you know, special effects that you can use the expression pedal for. You can transpose, modulate, you know, different keys of what's been recorded, and you can add other effects to it as well. But I wasn't messing with any of that. All I was trying to do is use the looper to enable me to build up parts and then subtract parts, break it down, build it back up, and create some kind of a theme and some kind of a composition. And so that's it, and I hope this helped you understand at least a couple things about how this loop station works, and hope you come up with some good stuff. See you later.